Ever wonder what it really takes to become a data analyst in the world of finance? Does the thought of getting your foot in the door feel overwhelming? Or maybe you're picturing spending endless hours staring at spreadsheets? Well, let me tell you, there's more to it than just that. In this video, we'll break it down into 3 parts: attitude, tools, and getting started. And you might just find it's easier than you think. If you're new to the channel, hi, my name's Arya. I've been working in the finance space for over 16 years. I've built, trained, and led multiple data teams across major investment firms. This channel aims to give you practical guidance on becoming a data analyst in finance based on my real-world experiences. Data analysts are generally inquisitive. We have a natural desire to explore, ask questions, and dig into data to uncover insights. This curiosity drives us to go beyond the obvious and find the why behind the numbers. This curiosity also lends itself to them being critical thinkers. We excel at interpreting data and giving it context. We use logic and reasoning to try and identify patterns and solve these problems. Being purely logical does have its drawbacks though. I've seen it so many times when an analyst has done amazing work with their model, but fumbles it at the pitch. Data analysts are meant to bridge the gap between raw data and actionable insights. Your job is to simplify complex information and present it in a way that resonates with diverse audiences. Bring them along on the journey so they know exactly what has been done and what they need to do. But there is one skill that really sets you apart from the rest: proactiveness. Being proactive not only helps you with your current projects, it helps in advancing your skills and furthering your career. It can also help you get your foot in the door if you don't currently work as a data analyst. When I got my first full-time job in finance, I didn't originally start off as a data analyst. I started off in a client services function, processing investment notes sent in via fax. But I really enjoy using Excel and using it as a tool to help improve my workflow. And every chance I had, I would volunteer to help others or work on projects that required me to do more and more data analytic type roles. Soon after, I became the person people would come to for any Excel or data analytic questions. And it's how I caught my first break and got the word analyst in my job title. It goes without saying that Excel is the #1 tool you need to get comfortable using. It's a classic and for a good reason. I still use it every day, and so does most of the people in the organization. It's very handy to visually see and edit your models or create quick prototypes before you go down the path of coding it all up. It's also a quick way of creating pivot tables and charts to visualize the story you are trying to convey. Once you start hitting the road limits in Excel, you're probably overdue moving to SQL, the language of databases. Knowing how to use SQL is crucial for querying almost any type of data that you'll have available to you in a financial firm. SQL scales beautifully, handling data volumes that will make Excel break a sweat. I also use SQL on a regular basis to pull huge datasets for further analysis, either within Excel or Python. And then there is Python. I'm sure you've heard every other data analyst on YouTube mentioning Python at some point or other. Well, think of Python as your secret weapon in your journey as a data analyst in finance. In the real world, Python opens up your possibilities beyond data analysis. We use it quite extensively to automate repetitive tasks, data and non-data related. I do think it will soon become a requirement to know Python. So be sure to add this essential tool in your arsenal as a data analyst in finance. AI. Did you really think we'd escape this buzzword? It's becoming an indispensable tool for data analysts in finance. Not so much for the help explain this data component, that's the rubbish, but for helping you with getting better with your coding in SQL or Python or even Excel. If you need to present your analysis, it can also assist you with at least structuring your presentation to ensure you convey the right key points. Becoming more and more comfortable with the use of AI is going to help prepare you for the direction that the world is headed in the adoption of AI. Don't get caught off guard. So how do you get started? From a hiring perspective, the main tip I'll give is give real-world examples of what you've done. I don't care about data certifications. What I care about are specific projects you've been working on. Real-world examples of how you've applied skills to make or solve something. A major pitfall of just getting data certificates or signing up to another general course is that they don't gear you up for real-world scenarios in finance. You need to live and breathe the data analyst life. At home, try and use a spreadsheet or Python to do any type of analysis, whether it's analyzing your personal budget, tracking your fitness progress, or comparing which Assassin's Creed shields yield better armor to critical damage ratio. The more you use these tools, the better you'll become at them. It's also why I created this channel. I want to help you with real-world guidance on becoming a data analyst in finance. So just a quick recap of what we've gone through. We discussed the attitude that helps make a great data analyst in finance, to be inquisitive and dig deeper in understanding the data and what it means, to think critically and identify patterns within the datasets to solve for problems, use storytelling to simplify complex information and present it in a meaningful way, and be proactive to set yourself apart from the rest. Then we discussed the essential tools you'll need on your journey. You need to master Excel, the single most used data tool in the finance world. Speak the language of databases using SQL so you can interact with larger datasets. Deploy your secret weapon to really take your data analyst skills to the next level with Python. And don't shy away from using AI. Incorporate it properly within your workflows to maintain a competitive edge. And finally, to get started, we discussed two key areas. Work on building up your portfolio of real-world examples and encompass data analytics and these tools in every aspect of your life. Live and breathe it. The more you use them, the better you'll become. Thanks for watching. If you found this video useful, please consider giving it a like and subscribing to the channel for future updates on my next video release. Thanks.